Facts about every ability in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2, Part 9. One fact about Imp Hunt is that did you know that it was originally from PvZ2? When looking at Imp Hunt in PvZ GW2, you can see that All-Star kicks the imp, which is how it travels. Also take a look at the imp's clothes and remember it. Okay, now focus on the top of the screen. As you can see, the All-Star kicks the imp forward to get past some of the defense, and the imp has the same design as the one in PvZ GW2. This just confirms that this is where most of the inspiration of the ability came from. A bonus fact for Imp Hunt is that it has the shortest description tying with the Bling Gatling ability. This is definitely useless, but there you go. One fact for Long Bomb is that you can surprisingly fly on the top of it. Take a look. This is so cool to me, but unfortunately I can't pull it off in game. I really want to learn how to do this, but oh well. One fact involving the sprint tackle ability is that you can use it to glitch out of the map. There are many tutorials on how to do this, mostly for the money glitch, so I won't dive that deep into this. But anyways, I like going out of the map and just exploring in my free time. An extra fact utilizing sprint tackle is that if you enter any cannon and use the sprint tackle ability at the same time, then this weird thing will occur. For some reason, the All-Star will star way lower than he normally does when exiting the cannon. PvZ GW2 is such a wacky game. An interesting fact based on Ultra Tackle is that when the ability is used, you can hear the All-Star say, "Brains." Listen closely. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, as most of the sound is covered up by the actual ability itself. But similarly the Gargantuar also says brains in the same tone. Guys, I'm really sorry if you couldn't hear that. I guess you will just have to go in game and try it for yourself. On to the next fact. One very specific fact about Shield Dummy is that if you go to the promotion area, go in this spot and spam the Shield Dummy ability, then you will get squished and therefore travel up. I was bored in the backyard and was doing some random stuff, so this is how I found this out. As you can see, this doesn't work in any other corner. Another fact for Shield Dummy is that if you want to find something fun to do, you can go into any private map and put on low gravity. After this, you can place a Shield Dummy down like me, and jump on top of it, and repeat the process. It takes long for the Shield Dummies to recharge, so I suggest having YouTube or anything open while doing this. A peculiar fact for Shield Decoy is that on the design of it, you can see that it shows All-Star in the middle of throwing an Imp Hunt. This is odd, as All-Star never throws an Imp Hunt in any of the PvZ games. Maybe PopCap were planning on adding a new Imp Hunt ability, we never know. One other fact revolving around the Shield Decoy ability is that when you stack them on each other, they go in random directions and look quite goofy. Not that much of a fact, but there you go. One intriguing fact about Damage Buff Booster Beam is that did you know that you can use both of Hover Goat's other abilities while using it? Well, this is a neat feature I think, and it helps Hover Goat to become that support character that PopCap wanted him to be. An extra fact about damage buff booster beam is that it actually gives a 30% damage boost to whoever you use it on. So using it on bosses or a toxic brains in toxic overload would be very overpowered. Although, good luck keeping up with the toxic brains. Really, a tip more than a fact for Mega Awesome Laser is that you should stand still whilst using it. This is because moving around drains energy from the ability, meaning you will have less time to use it. You may be asking, how can I stand still without dying or getting hit? Well, all you have to do is get the right hand peek, where you will be able to hit the opponent but they won't be able to hit you. One fact for Tubular Turbo is that did you know that it has the same effects as a flag zombie being next to you? If you didn't know, if you stand next to a flag zombie in PvZ GW2, then you will get a slight speed increase. PopCap maybe thought that turning this idea into an ability would be a good idea, and that's probably the story of how Tubular Turbo was made. One fact centered around the multi-rocket ability is that each rocket takes 0.8 seconds to fire. This is probably the most useless fact in the video, but you guys try and find a better fact. Trust me, it's harder than it may seem. Moving on to the mech abilities, one fact about Drake Call is that did you know that it actually has 4 usable jumps at one time? Well, each of these 4 jumps are very small but are noticeable. I just spammed jump whilst using the Lil Drake mech and realized that it actually had 4 jumps. These jumps are way better to use on maps with low gravity such as Lunar Landing, as each of the jumps with have an increase of height. One more fact for Drake Mech, well this fact applies to all of the mechs, is that it has a different flying animation when it exits a cannon. Since all of the mechs have a different flying animation, I might make a video on it soon. Okay guys, that is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed. We have nearly reached the end of this amazing series. So tell me what you guys would want to see in future when I have. I have had a ton of fun making this series, as I have met so many of you guys and learned so many new things. With all that said, have an incredible rest of your day, peace.